people, welcome back. Hi guys. Welcome to another episode of the Entrepreneur's Guide to Retirement podcast, and I am your humble host Halima. And guys, today I'm super excited because I have in the studio with me two beautiful women. And if you know me, you know I love women. I love being around women. I just want to talk to women. So this is not a shade to every other person that's been on the podcast, but like this is probably going to be my favorite episode. Cause like, yes, girls, let's chase. All right, guys. If you're coming to the pod for the first time, please make sure you click on that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you know when we drop a new episode, and please like and drop loads and loads of comments. This podcast is brought to you by Oak Pensions, your number one pensions fund administrator in the whole of Nigeria. Yours. So guys, today we are going to be talking about Gen Z and the money mindset. This is a very common subject. When we talk about Gen Z, we talk about how we want to make money so fast. We're living in the moment. We want to make sure that, you know, we struggle now so we can retire early and things like that. Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about money. But yes, let me introduce my guest to you guys. Hello, gorgeous girls.
Hi, hello.
First of all, you're very funny and your intro is out of the world because what? And you look so good too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you actually do very well.
Yeah, I mean, I've been having you guys up since. I love your t-shirt.
I know.
I love that
Show
you're
them,
wearing
show
it.
them.
Rights and
Exactly.
wrongs.
Period.
I do all the
That's
time.
what we're doing.
I think I've seen a couple of videos of you doing that.
Yes, now.
Girlie's girl.
If you're not my girl,
As you
get
should
out of
be.
here.
Yes. And I love that you're wearing green. Green is one of my favorite colors.
Thank you.
Yes. And I mean, it's also Oak Pensions color. So you're like on brand.
Exactly.
Love it. Nice to meet you, Alexander.
Nice to meet you too.
And we also have Adefe in the house.
Hi.
Yeah. She's a content creator. She's also a content creator because, I mean, as we got her, like, she started making videos. Quack.
Why are you exposing
Vloggers
me
must
now?
vlog. Yeah, so let's just go right into it so that we don't waste too much time. So what do you think do you think the soft life mentality really influences how Gen Z approach, you know, money, financial freedom, just money in general? Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna start with you, Dave.
Do I think the soft life mentality? I think yes, it does, and positively, I must say.
Yeah.
Right. Growing up, my parents and their parents were raised by this struggle mentality and
Yes.
survival mindset and
Yeah.
scarcity mindset. Because of this soft life mentality that we've kind of approached, that is like Gen Z, you see people getting into better roles, higher paying roles. You know, like for instance, I'm a content creator, I'm a social media strategist. Left to my parents, they actually think I'm doing nothing. But I made more money. I'm making more money than they've ever made. Right? And you see like easy jobs right now coming up because of this soft life mentality. The truth is, you don't have to kill yourself to make money.
Exactly.
Just know that one and no peace.
Do the easy
In fact,
stuff,
if it's
bro.
about hard work, bricklayer will have money more than Bill Gates. But guess what?
Exactly.
It's not hard
It's
work.
the opposite.
So basically,
It's
I used to
smart
tell
work.
people, I'm like, yeah, you know what? This soft life mentality is actually a very good mindset because it makes you understand that making money is not about the hard work. Just work smart.
Yeah.
And yeah, just live soft life. Like, why can't I live soft life till I leave this earth? Must I struggle?
I don't even want to struggle, bro. Like, what do you mean struggle? I don't want to hear that word.
Every time you break your back and in the end, like we watched our parents break their backs. Like, what is it? I
And
mean,
most times it's not even worth it.
it's not,
Yes.
in the end, it's never worth it. Let me even say the truth. Like, what makes you money, if you think about it very well, it's not the things that you
do.
break your back
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
It's when you work smart.
Yeah.
Working smart, you don't have to break your fucking back.
And just to add to that, like even with clients, like when you work with clients, you notice that the ones that will give you good money, they will not stress you. The people that
Oh God, you see Papalowe people.
Hello? How are you? Where's my work? Where's my this? Have you sent me this?
Why have you not done this?
people that ask for discounts, people that ask, that's the one that they will stress your
They will make sure
destiny.
that you know that
They suck
work
the life out of
hard.
that
So,
money.
trust me, the soft life mentality is like, yeah.
So to add to what she just said, I think most times, in most cases, the soft life mentality is often misunderstood.
Yeah.
Right? They always think, oh, when you want to live soft life, you want to depend on somebody for like your luxury and all of that. So like most times, I just feel like people just misunderstand what the soft life actually means. Like it's not that I don't want to work. I want like in fact, I think Gen Zs are like the most hardworking people.
Yes, we
I
are
don't
one of
know.
the most.
Do we agree? Like
Yes.
because like everybody now is busy doing something, one thing or
Yes.
the other. But like we don't have to do 9 to 5. No.
We are.
I think another issue would be that everything that regards Gen Z has become a slur, such that if you even the word Gen Z in itself,
Oh
this-
my god, this is dicks to me because I just dragged Gen Z recently.
I saw the video.
oh
saw the
dear.
video. I saw that video.
Anybody that drags Gen Z, I always come for
No,
them,
I
like big
dragged.
time.
No, why?
iOS, yeah?
Yes, that is why I dragged, right? We're born into technology. Tell me why you don't understand. You don't know the OS of your phone. Tell me why you're asking me dumb questions. Like,
Okay.
I'm saying
Fair
something
enough,
and you're
fair
saying,
enough.
Can I
was
photo
I said,
use
I
it?
said, people who have iOS, these
Cannot
apps
use
cannot
it,
be used.
yeah.
And you're like, can my iPhone XR use it? I'm like,
Sorry.
you're Gen Z, please now.
Like,
it's just
let's
busy.
just,
So while Gen Zs are very
She really came for them that
hardworking,
video.
I
Nah,
did.
she did.
Well, okay, I need to say this. There's the positive side of the soft life thing, and there's also like the negative side,
yeah.
which means while I said you don't have to work so hard to make money, there's a little bit of hard work that needs to be done. Now, when you take the soft life mindset, you take it like stretch it. Now it's like I don't want to work at all.
Yeah, overboard.
No, there are people like that. So I just feel like how old are you
Yeah,
that
and that is
you
the
are?
issue. So that was my issue with Gen Zs in that video. Like you guys don't even want to do anything. So
Yeah,
while
there
I
are
get-
That's why I
people
say
like
it's often
that.
misunderstood
Being
because like they don't
honest,
get
yeah.
the memo.
So there should be a balance.
Yes.
Yes, I want to live. I want to work smart. I want I want an easy job, but you also need to
You must
do
always
do
something,
something,
right?
obviously.
You don't
Imagine
just
not knowing the
expect it to
OS of
come
your
to
phone.
you.
Imagine you want people to spoon feed you. Be for real.
Yeah, and just to wrap up that here, I feel like more often than not we expect, like aside even spoon feeding, right? We some people imagine that these things are imbibed in their brains already. Then when they now approach you, they now realize, oh, I don't know shit though. Like people will say, oh, I can do this thing now. Is it not?
Right.
Yeah.
So when
When
it's
they
time
now
to do
get
it,
there, I dare you to do it, and you cannot
Yeah,
do
yeah.
anything. Yeah. So this is I want us to. I don't know if it's to debunk or to agree to this. The question goes: is the hustle culture leading Gen Z to prioritize money over mental health?
I think I disagree. Because I think Gen Zs are one of the people that are very open to talk about their mental health. Like they feel really very open and safe to talk about it. Like they don't want to overstress it. Like they prioritize their mental health over like anything, unlike like the previous generation, right? Those ones just all they know, wake up, go to work, come back. But these ones are like very open to talk about it, and they really
Willing to
prioritize
take
it. Like they
help
are
as
willing
well.
to do like a lot to just protect it, even if like it's not safe. Like they just want to really just
Yeah.
I mean, while I agree with that, I think a little bit the hustle culture is making Gen Zs prioritize money over mental health. Yes, we are very aware of our mental health struggles, but
Still very
being
ignorant.
aware doesn't mean we are doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Right now, in this generation, more than ever, we are so wired. I don't know the issue, especially in this country. I don't know if it's the poverty that is increasing, or is the government. I don't understand. Every little, like imagine me doing the video and someone was like, the book you read, it leads to money. It's like someone telling me, there was a time I said I left my jobs that was paying me well, but mental health struggle. And someone was like, you go leave job, we go pay you well for mental health, may God punish mental health. So while we are aware of it, are we doing anything about it?
Yeah.
So the hustle culture, yes, is still making people prioritize money over their mental
Yeah, and I
health.
also feel like the hustle culture that we're experiencing currently is one where everybody wants to be a millionaire at 20, at 21.
makes sense.
So it's putting a lot of pressure on
yeah.
people.
And I blame social media for that one.
Yeah, we're getting to
But,
social
like,
media.
Social media, for me, I feel it depends on individual to actually take social media on what social media is. Like for somebody
Yeah,
who
but
is
you know the thing is, when you're looking at young people like 18, they are so impressionable.
Yeah.
And anything they see on social media, they can't. They're like sponges and they just take everything.
Take it all in.
So when they are seeing somebody 18 no context to the person's story, and they're seeing the person carrying a Birkin bag. And
yeah.
they're like, why can't I carry
Why can't I do
that
that?
too?
Yes.
That's why I say I blame social media, because these young people are so impressionable, and the more they see these things, they're like, oh, why can't I get it? Why can't I have that as well?
Yeah, and I feel like the fact that aside even just saying things here, when you go on, say, a place like LinkedIn, right, and people are sharing their stories, people don't know how to how to sieve. Oh, I should take this information and make it, take it to make myself better, or take this and be oppressed by it, and then you now start killing yourself over, I don't know, little, like, even the kind of jobs there are people that, like, you're just supposed to look at yourself and say, this kind of job, I'm supposed to take this kind of job, right? But because you want every 5K, every 10K, everything, you overwork yourself. Gen Zs are people that, I feel, as much as they say that the older generation, they worked so hard, I also feel like we're also a set of people that were overworking ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, you see, people are so proud to say, it's not even a bad thing to always work 24/7. Right? But it's such a thing that if you're not doing it, it feels like you're not doing anything. Enough. Right? Some people will be like, do you know when I slept? Like, it's a battle of...
When did you sleep?
Do you know when I slept? me that I did from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Digs to me.
Do you understand? Like, it's not a contest, right? And I think that's where we're going to say the hustle culture, because even when you're in a circle of friends, right, and a lot of people are working so hard, and like, it's okay to work at your own pace. As much as, yes, you should strive hard, like, don't be lazy, don't be relaxing and expecting things to come to you, but also know that people are running different races. Yeah. And you cannot place yourself on that pedestal to, like, yes, give yourself goals, targets to meet and all of that, but also be realistic with it. A lot of people are not realistic with it, and that affects their mental health in the long run. I was talking to someone recently, and then she mentioned that, like Alima, I really like that you're doing so many good things. And I'm like, yeah, like, I don't think I'm doing so many good. I think I'm just trying. I was like, no, blah, blah, blah. I say I'm not doing too much. Don't worry. Me, I know myself. I'm telling you, so that you don't go and take that and then, take it all in and absorb it, and then start pressuring yourself to do just as much as this person. Do just enough, but don't do overboard. Don't get yourself worked up, and then you start thinking your brain is overworked. Like, it's a lot, because in the end, your mental health still matters. It does matter, because you go crazy now, nobody go remember say you dey work.
And the funny thing about, like, mental health is your body will do whatever it wants to do. Mm-hmm. The more you push it, the day it will break down, you wouldn't even know. Like, last year I had like a mental breakdown, and that just taught me to go slow. So going slow doesn't mean you're not. Before, I would grind 6 to 6. Like, I just wanted to, I don't know what I was pursuing. The thing is, what are you even pursuing? Like, what is there in front that I don't even get it? So I was just running after, like, oh my God, nothing satisfies me. So I get this, I'm like, okay, what's the next best thing? What's the next best thing? So after I had that mental breakdown, I just had to learn to slow down. Yeah. Now I will sleep, I take breaks, I will eat. Like, you will not, nobody is pursuing me. Mm-hmm. Like, me, what am I in competition with?
Exactly.
Right. And that's why I say, like, I think takes me back to when I said they actually prioritize mental health. Like, what happened to you now? Now you're prioritizing your mental health because you already know, like, details of what it can do.
So, true that. Yeah. So what are the biggest financial mistakes that you think Gen Zs are making today?
One is actually focusing on the present instead of the future, financially. Do you understand the context?
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Should I explain further?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
Dig in.
So most times, Gen Zs do not consider, they consider the future, but like 80% of the time, it's always about like the now.
Yeah.
It's always about the now. How can I get this? What can I do to get this? How am I going to get this?
Delayed gratification.
Yeah.
Yes, like instant gratification. Like, they don't think about, in the long run, what would this do?
Yeah.
Like, when the iPhone 16 comes out now, your phone is still good, but you want to get an iPhone 16. Why?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, do you understand? Like, it's just always about the present, not about the future. So yeah, it's crazy.
And really, like, sometimes you don't even need
those things you get,
right?
Like I mean, is it just me, or like when you get something like you really want to get, and then at the end of the day you just see that's like a normal thing that's in your house, like I've gotten it, like it's just there.
Yes, oh my God.
It's because at that time you think you need it, but you do not.
No, this
Sure,
to me on that
a
one.
lot of things.
This to me on that one too, because so
think it
many
happens
times
to
like, I
everybody.
really need, like, I don't get this.
And when
thing
you just get it, it just
tomorrow.
becomes like
the
normal
whole
thing
world
in your
will
house.
come down.
Yeah, I can
And
relate.
then you just
When you
gonna,
get
like,
it, okay, I have
yeah,
it, so
okay.
like
Can
what?
we move on?
You
On to
get
the next
next
one.
to the next.
I can relate. For me, I think the biggest financial mistake a lot of Gen Zs are making is not investing in themselves. So we buy a lot of material things, like she said, but do we invest in ourselves? No, not enough. And the biggest investment you can make is in yourself, right? Material thing, this is not investing in yourself. This is investing in a bag, investing in your knowledge. That's why I was dragging Gen Z's the other day.
Exactly.
Like, you
Take us
guys
back to
don't
the
invest enough in your knowledge, right? You should learn. Like, you would only become you're only as big as what you know.
Yes, true that.
Right? So you will never become a billionaire until you have a billionaire mindset. We are not investing in this. We're always investing in the iPhones, like she's talking about, the laptops, the this, the gadgets. Okay, your mind, Inko, you've left it alone, auntie. You've left your mind is there, you're here. That's what they do.
There was actually one video of her that I watched that she's like, most of us think we like money, but we don't like money.
No, we don't, actually.
That video, I checked myself twice. I said, no, you have to like money.
No,
like, you have to really like money.
We don't invest in ourselves enough. And for me, I say this thing, the biggest investment I would always make is in myself. I do not care if I have to spend all my money in learning something.
Yeah.
For me, that's good. But you tell a Gen Z person and say, come and learn this skill for 1 million.
Exactly. Where will I get the money from? But like when you need the money to do something else,
if you want to buy phone,
the money will come.
See, let me just say this, that I'm feeling very uncomfortable that you're dragging Gen Z because,
but you agree.
I agree. Like, you know when, like, you can, yes, you're right. But
We are all Gen Z, right?
I know we're all Gen Z, but like anybody that comes for Gen Z, that's my own department.
Pa.
People have insulted me, but guess what?
You come again for them.
Yes, I'll be it. It's the truth. We don't invest. Like, we invest in so many things.
True.
But ourselves.
Yeah.
And you cannot not invest in yourself and expect to make anything.
Yeah.
Because
in the long run,
so when she even
what
talk
you
about
need
the
now
future,
is done.
you know the best way to solidify yourself for the future is invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Because you are the future now. It's not you that is going to be there.
Actually.
But on the contrary, they still we try. Gen Z used to try.
Exactly.
Now
like,
you see Gen Z into real estate, crypto, and I think it's sustainable.
Do you know this crypto thing that you just mentioned?
As I look up.
You just reminded me of all these crypto people on is this Snapchat, I be TikTok, and when they used to already drag themselves. And if you don't do their crypto classes, they'll come and drag you.
They've been dragging Forex people.
Okay, it's Forex. I don't know, it's one of them. They are always, and I'm like, relax.
They want to make more money, I beg.
But yeah, I agree. I think it's very important that as people we're investing in ourselves, whether Gen Z, whether older generation, because you're the one that you're the material you're selling. Eventually, you are the product you're selling. Whatever product you're making, whatever services you're rendering, it is you that created that service. It is you that created that product, and it is because of you that people are coming. And at some point in life, people, like, every day things are growing. Every day we're experiencing, like, technology is growing every other day. So why are you stagnant? Because, like, in a year from now, the tools that you use, they've added new features.
Yes.
They've, thought about new ways to make things better, make life.
Everything is improving.
Everything is except from you. So, like, when you're stagnant, the world will leave you behind.
Yeah.
And there are so many people that know how to do what you do.
Yes.
And they are learning.
And
like,
crazy.
What's wrong with you?
Everybody's
People
doing
always
something.
shout. People come on my page. They're like, "Oh my God, AI will take your job." I'm like, "No, AI will not take your job. Somebody that knows how to use AI will take
AI
your
will
job.
take exactly.
Not AI. AI is not your problem.
Exactly. AI is not your problem.
It's
It's people. It's people. People would always people are growing every day. So don't be stagnant, because again, the money you make now will finish.
It would.
It will finish.
It's never enough.
Money is never
Money is
never
never like
enough.
it's money, it's beans.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Because like
It go.
like probably last year you think you can make like about like maybe 10 million naira. When you make the 10 million naira like the following year, you want to make more. So money is never enough.
Beans. Never
It's
enough.
never enough.
Yeah.
It's never enough.
And I mean, I think in general, we're doing well as people, but we cannot really determine if we're very financially intelligent until say 5 years from now or 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Then we can now see, okay, this person actually did well with what they got at this time, or say, oh, this person invested. But I think that's why we're also seeing a lot of people, like a lot of brands now, Seth, when they want to target people in real estate, in investment, they're targeting Gen Zs and like, you know, late millennials, because those are the people that, you know, 10 years from now, 20 years from
who
now.
else are they going to target?
I mean, the people that, no, but to be honest, the people that have money, like actual money.
The other people they
It's not,
exactly.
no, what I mean is that like people that actually have money currently, they are not the Gen Zs. Like people, you see that report that Piggyverse did?
Yeah.
The young people, the people that save, the people that have money to put in stuff, it's not Gen Zs, because
No, actually.
yeah, it's not Gen
Is just
Zs.
27.
Do you understand? Like we're still very much young, but they are targeting us now because they know that
Sure.
in years to come, we're the ones that they need. It's not about now, it's about the
They will not
future.
make a mistake.
I don't think so.
Stop it! Don't do that.
So.
Do not do that.
Now. What is
See,
it?
guys, let me just say this here. This thing I didn't do.
I'm Gen Z.
I'm not in support of it.
Funny how she's Gen Z too.
And you know the
What's
thing
the
is,
attack?
Because I have a platform and I see Gen Z people, they've stressed me out. That's why I come for them. They've stressed me out. That's why. That's the
Gen Z people, don't stress at it.
They're stressing me
So
out.
that she will not stress us too.
Abi,
So that she will
oh.
not
Make
drag
my
us.
life go to stressing.
So that she will not drag us.
They
You
drag
know.
me too.
But yeah, so lastly, what do you think about pensions and, you know, saving for the future? Because again, if we're investing, we're buying bonds, shares here and there. What do you think about pensions as regarding saving for the future?
Funny enough, do you know that I've actually never thought of it? Right? I am the
Gen
Gen Z
Z.
that you're talking about. I suck. Right? So like, I did a video one other day and I was talking about how, that's why I even started my saving challenge. I was like,
Okay.
how much I spend in a month and me trying to save my money right now. Like very you know. I used to like make money. I still make money. But where did the money used to go to? I don't know.
You don't know.
So one day I just woke up.
I
I
know.
checked my bank statement. I
You
said it's not me
see,
that spent money.
Tell me about it.
I said it's not me that spent.
Tell me about it.
I didn't spend this money, sef. Because then I thought about it. What did I buy?
So people just sit and start crying like,
And you know the
How did the money go?
when you did well, everybody in the comment section said yes, I can relate. Me too. What did I buy? So actually, this is a very good conversation. This one that we're having, and I want you. I'm sorry for being like just to kind of like explain.
Okay.
But seriously, I actually want to get into it.
All right. So for pensions, yeah, I mean, this podcast is hosted by Oak Pensions. So it's a pension funds administrator. So what they do is, as individuals, we make money all the time. Whether you work for the government, you have a private organization, or you're an individual, right? They have different kind of plans that cater to different set of people. So the other day I was talking to some of the people from Oak Pensions, and we talked about like people that work in the gig economy, like freelancers, content creators, and what about. So they have this micro pension scheme where as individuals, people that work in the gig economy, content creators, women in the market, semi-formal businesses, you can choose to save at your own discretion, right? So say you want to do 10,000 naira every month, 20,000, any amount you want to save, you can do that. Such that, so normally for people who work in businesses, for companies and what about, they do 10% from the employer and 8% from the employee. So that's how much every month you're dedicated to do that. But because you don't work in a corporate system, right? A system that is synchronized. You are allowed to now save at your own discretion. And you do this for Yes, right, as long as you want to. And this just helps you plan for a time where you want to relax. Like a lot of Gen Zs were always about the concept of, I want to retire early, right? Like now you've invested in bonds, you've invested in crypto, in real estate, but these things, you want them to keep, making money for you, right? Now you need funds, like actual fund that you can spend in the moment. What do? You go to your pension funds. So what they do is they have an app. You can just download this, set it up, and in a minute you're done.
The way that had like interest on the money.
Yes, so for interest, I'm not very sure how much the interest rate is, so I don't give wrong information. But I know that for a period of time when you save, there's an amount you get, and like the pension fund administrator is not getting, like they're not taking out of your money, do you understand, to fund the institution or anything, right? So before, what used to happen was the government used to pay pensions, right? But obviously, people that work in that secluded sector were not included in that. But now that there's micro-pension, there is the contributory pension scheme, it's easier for people to say, okay, I want to do this at a certain rate, and by this period, like for instance, if you're doing 10K every month, right, and say 20 years from now, you decide to take your money, you probably have, I can't do the maths right now, but say like maybe millions of, like 24 million, right? And inflation doesn't also directly affect the pension funds, right? So it's not a case of, say, there's some rates, something in the government or the bill somewhere is affecting the, and I think they're also making changes every point in time to make sure that they accommodate more people can save more, there's more interest to it, and what about. So just the concept of saving for your future in a way that no matter what happens, you can always go back to that money. And it's not even only maybe when you want to retire. They also have like different plans for, say there is a need to, maybe a medical attention that is supposed to be attended to, or just, something important that you need to take out your money for. And I don't think it takes, I think maybe about a week, they'll ask you to give them some certain documents, and then you can get your funds. So
the funds, is it the way the government do it monthly, or like you get it at once?
No, so you can get it at once. Yeah, you can get it at once. So like, obviously it depends on how much you also want to take, or like if you want all your funds at once, if you want it a certain wage, all of that would be put in consideration. So yeah, you have learned something now.
Yes, we have. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyways, guys, this has really been a really nice conversation.
Oh, sorry, Josie,
Yes, we are.
Won't talk more.
I have to beg them.
Don't worry, we'll come back another day. We'll bring her fair again. When people have done better, we'll bring her again, just so that we can boo in her face.
Don't drag me, maybe me too, I'll stop.
We'll come and boo in her face and tell her, do you see?
I never stop.
We have done better. We're going to come back for you. But yeah, this has really been a good conversation. Thank you, girls, for coming on the pod. Yeah, I had so much fun doing this, and I want to do this again. All right. All right, guys, thank you for watching. And please do not forget to click on that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications so you know when we drop a new episode. Like this video, drop loads and loads of comments. This podcast is brought to you by Oak Pensions, your #1 pension funds administrator in Nigeria. And I remain your host, Talima. And say bye-bye to my guests.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye, my Jenny.